Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be having a conversation with Reema, a global citizen and a mum of 2 boys who now lives in Thailand. Reema has lived in several countries. She will share her tips and experiences of moving abroad and the joy of different cultural experiences. I hope you enjoy this video. Hello.
Hi,
It's very nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too.
Thank you. Could you please tell me your name and a little bit about yourself, please?
Yeah, sure. Hi, Neetu. I am a Reema and I'm currently in Thailand and I'm living here with my family, my 2 boys and my husband. And I'm a trailing spouse. I'm native from India,
Okay.
but but currently I'm living in Thailand, Bangkok.
I see. Okay, sorry, which part of India are you from originally?
I'm from north of India. I don't know how familiar you are with India. From north of India, I've lived mostly in Ambala. I grew up in Ambala, Chandigarh, different parts of north. So,
Okay.
yeah, but currently in Chandigarh.
Right. I see. And now you're living in Thailand, yeah? That's great.
Yes.
Okay, so a little about me. My name is Neetu, and I also live in Bangkok, in Thailand. And I am an online tutor, and I set up a YouTube channel this month to help English learners to practice their speaking, their grammar, and pronunciation, and tips like that. So thank you very much for joining me
Congratulations.
today. Yeah.
Congratulations and all the best.
Thank you so much. That's
Thank
great.
you.
Okay, so if we could start by just having a talk about your background. So you said that you are now living in Thailand. So is this the first country that you moved to after you left India?
No. So I've lived in different countries and I left India when I was only 23 years old. Lived in Jordan. I've lived in the US, Thailand, Spain, and again in Thailand.
I
So
see.
this is our second stint. Like this is our second time we are back in Thailand.
All right. So you've had a very international journey. You've lived in several countries, which is fantastic. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And you said that when you were 23, you left India for the first time. So what
Mhm.
job did you leave India for? Yeah.
Okay, so Neetu, I was a cabin attendant and I was working for Royal Jordanian Airlines, and we were based out of Amman. It was
Mhm.
a group of Indian girls that were hired to operate the Indian sectors. So that was my first move, and I was there for a good 5 years. And what a beautiful experience I had there! A lovely country, beautiful, actually beautiful country, and lovely people. So I had a great time living
Fantastic.
there.
Yes, exactly. And what would you say is your favorite memory from that time?
Oh, there are many, there are many. I really can't pinpoint, but
Right.
a lot of experiences while flying with different kind of passengers,
Yes.
and we we came across a lot of international crowd in Jordan. We thought Jordan would be a very conservative country, but no, it was a very liberal country. I was like, I didn't expect it to be so liberal.
Right.
So I actually can't pinpoint any memory. I'm just
Mhm.
like faded also.
Yes,
But
I see.
definitely, yes, I
Yeah.
got to know a lot of nice people there. I'm still in touch with a lot of local people from
Yes.
Jordan. So,
That's
yeah.
fantastic. So that was your first experience living away from home, and it sounds like you really embraced the move.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
That's really good.
Even I was quite surprised. I was not
Yeah.
expecting that from myself.
Right. That's really good. And I'm sure you gained a lot of experience in the, airline industry as well. You gained confidence and yeah, a lot of skills,
Yes.
different skills along the
Yes,
way.
you
Yeah.
yes, you gain a lot of confidence.
Yes.
And you just like when you're flying as a cabin attendant, I think you feel you're the only one here, and no, you just like see through passengers. You become so confident. You just like don't care about if
Yeah.
people are looking, judging you, looking at you. You
Yeah.
just do your work.
Yeah.
And yes, you have to always smile, of course. That's
Well, yeah,
another thing we learned. You have to just smile
exactly.
no matter what
Yes.
situation, just smile
Right.
and let it go.
Yes, and put the passengers at ease because some people might be nervous flyers, so you have to, yeah, make sure that they're well
Yes.
looked after. Oh, that's amazing. Mm.
Yes.
And then after that experience in Jordan, where did you move to next?
Oh, then I got married.
Mhm.
My husband was in the US.
Right.
So I moved to US with him.
Mhm.
And from there, we started our family life. We've got two boys, and they both were, born there.
Mhm.
And so when they were in their mid years, we decided that we moved to Asia,
Mhm.
and that we were a little skeptical about the move. We were not sure how the boys will take it. Uh,
Right.
but they took it very well, and they were very happy to be in Asia. We moved to
Mhm.
Thailand,
Yes.
Bangkok, and yes, so from Jordan, I moved. My husband was already there, so I moved to the US.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So
So,
within US, we moved a lot. Within
right.
US also, we moved a lot. So we
Yes.
moved from one state to the other.
Yes.
So yeah.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Yeah. And what would you say are the advantages of living in another country?
Lots,
Mhm.
actually lots.
Mhm.
You when you're frequently moving, you
Mhm.
become your expectations if you have you don't go with any expectation, then you're going to love everything. But if you have very high expectation, it's always a mismatch. You're always
Mhm.
disgruntled. You're not happy with what you had expected versus what you got.
I see.
So your expectations definitely, keep it low, I feel, and you're gonna love every bit of wherever you are.
Yes.
And yes, so yeah, I think
That's great. Yes. Have a very positive mindset.
positive
Yeah.
mindset, and you learn to make friends,
Mm-hmm.
and you become, you become accepting, you become very easygoing, and you end up making a lot of friends, and you learn how to say goodbyes, because nobody's permanent.
Right.
In expat world,
Yeah.
people come in, then people move out.
Yeah.
So what you have to tell yourself is that if somebody is moved out,
Mm-hmm.
probably God's made space for another one to come and fit in.
I see.
So yes,
That's a great
you
outlook. Yeah.
yes,
Wow.
yeah. And of course, and then living in India,
Yeah.
you think, oh, our country is full of rich culture and all, and then
Mhm.
you live with that, mind. And then when you move out, you see, oh, other countries also have so much culture,
Mhm.
and you end up learning a lot about their culture, and of course, enjoying what they're doing.
Right.
So, like right now, we are in Thailand.
Yes.
So they have a yearly festival called Songkran that goes on for
Mhm.
4 or 5 days. It's a
Yeah.
wonderful festival. It's a water festival,
Mhm.
and every year we look forward to it. Like we've decided, our family has decided, no matter what, we
Yeah.
have to be in the country for those 3 days.
Oh.
Not everybody likes it, but our family
Yes.
loves it. And we were in Spain, so
Mhm.
a lot of people would know about this festival called Tomatina. That's not a national festival, but it's a small village who does this every year.
Mhm.
They throw tomatoes on each other.
Right.
So again, it's a wonderful festival. It
Mhm.
happens in August.
Yes.
So yes, and we were in a place called Valencia. So
Mhm.
they had their yearly festival called Fires.
Right.
Again,
Yeah.
again, a lot of fireworks, and people are just out on the road celebrating for 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
It's lovely to learn from other cultures and
Yeah.
enjoy and be a part. So basically,
Yeah.
when you learn different cultures, you can
Mhm.
celebrate life every day, because
Yes.
there's so much going on in the world. Different countries have so much going on.
Fantastic.
So if
Yeah.
you start celebrating it, you'll celebrate life every day.
Yeah, and it sounds like you really embraced the cultures of the countries where
We
you live.
try to, we try to.
That's really good, and that will help to give you a very positive experience. Yeah. So, what would
Mhm.
you say were your struggles or your difficulties when you moved to another country?
For us, I think language was a struggle.
Mm.
Thailand, of course, we don't know the language at all. We still haven't picked it up. No, none of us have a knack for languages. Thailand, definitely, yes. Language, I think, is same in Spain.
Mhm.
Luckily, our boys were learning Spanish in school, so they could get their way around. Me and my husband did
An
struggle, though
advantage.
Spanish
Yeah.
is an easy language,
Mhm.
but but I don't think so. I have a knack. I didn't even put much effort to learn.
Mhm.
So language is definitely, and the other one is when you have to do the administrative work, it's all in their language.
Right.
That's again a very it's a big issue. So you need to
Mhm.
have somebody who can help you with all the documentation and all.
Mhm. I see.
So yeah.
Right. So the language, yes. So I think it was good that your children were learning, so maybe they could order in restaurants and, navigate the
Yes.
process sometimes. Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Um,
we had to just depend on them. Okay, now I want to eat this. They would go, okay, mom.
yeah.
Then they would order for us. And if they mess
Right.
it up,
Yes.
like we can't do anything.
Yeah. So if anyone is watching this video and they are planning to move abroad, what are the top tips that you would give them?
Okay, yes, there are many, but what is coming to my head right now is, you know, when you're moving, make sure before you do a lot of research, for
Mhm.
one for sure, and get hold of an agent who can help you get accommodation. I think initially when you go there,
Yeah.
check into a hotel or Airbnb, and then go around checking out the areas.
Hmm.
My personal advice would be that try and live in a city center. It's always good for kids and for yourself. It's easy to make friends,
Hmm.
and there's a lot that happens in the city center.
Hmm.
Uh, Instead of suburbs. And then later on, you can decide whether you want to be in suburbs or you prefer the city
Hmm.
lifestyle.
Yes.
So yes, that's one thing we've learned from a personal experience.
Yeah. Okay. So I would just like to ask you if anyone watching this video is planning to move abroad, either for new experiences or for work, what are the top tips that you would give them? And what advice would you give them?
Yes, I would like to advise if somebody is planning to move abroad, that
Mhm.
please do thorough research of where you're moving.
Mhm.
Get hold of an agent who's going to help you look for a rental property, or if you're planning to buy. If
Mhm.
you're planning to buy, I would suggest that you go live in a neighborhood and then see if you really want to, you know, buy a property there and live whatever number of years you plan to be in that country.
Right.
You don't want to get stuck in a place where you probably don't like it after living
Mhm.
there for 6 months. So
Right. Mhm.
yes, get hold of an agent who's going to help you look for a property,
Yeah.
rental or to buy, and do a lot of research work.
Mhm.
And if you have kids, definitely do research about schools. If you can get on a Facebook page, expats of that particular city, these communities really help you a lot. Whatever questions regarding your shopping, schools, area to live,
Yeah.
sports, whatever you're looking for, they are really helpful. So
Mhm.
join these communities, try and figure out if there is a WhatsApp group of that community. What if you're looking for some sports
Mhm.
coaches,
Yeah.
schools? So yes, definitely do that before you leave,
Yeah.
before you move, and get your documents in order,
Right.
because a lot of times, these countries want documents. If it's not an English speaking country, they
Mhm.
want all the administrative work to be done in their language. So you will go, getting the documents done in the language needed. So it's better, it's always good that you put your documents together and do the translation before you reach there.
Yes.
Yes, get hold of an agent who can help you with your license. And yes, that is one. And try and live in the city center if possible,
Mhm.
because that's where all the action is. Your kids will have
Yeah.
easy access to things.
Yeah.
You will have easy access to, city life, and you'll be able to make more friends easily.
Mm.
If you're in suburbs, you'll end up traveling to city all the time.
Yeah.
So I feel as an expat, if you're going to be in a country for few years, it's
Mhm.
always good to be in city center.
Right.
That's my personal experience.
Yes.
And then what you have to remember, home is not stationary. You carry your home with you. So if you just go with an open mind, you will love every bit of your move. And
Mm.
you're not getting married to a place. So just enjoy your
Right.
time wherever you are.
Yes.
You're gonna be so, and you'll meet new people,
Mm.
learn about the culture. You get to travel. You get to travel. If you're in Europe, you'll get to travel to different countries. It's a lot of travel, and it's good fun. I don't know. we
Yeah.
love we love traveling as a family. So
Right.
this is my experience. And yes,
That's very.
and definitely do research work about schools.
Yes.
Join the school community.
So,
Mostly, before we move, we know which school your child is going to go.
right.
That's what we do. Mostly expats end up doing.
Yes.
So yes, try and join. Check with the school if they have a
Mhm.
parents group. You can get connected to to the parents, and
Yeah.
have your queries answered.
Yeah, that's great because one big factor in moving abroad is feeling isolated and feeling lonely. So you're away from all the people you know really well. So, like you said, joining these groups will help you to feel connected with a new community and settle in more easily as well. Yeah,
Yes.
great.
Yeah. And it's a group of expats. So they all know where you're coming from.
Yes.
So they make your life much simpler and easier.
Yeah.
It's a nice thing to have. I don't know whoever started these groups. They did a wonderful job.
Yes, that's great. And how about if you have older children? So you have children who are maybe in high school and you move to a country. I think the experience is different to moving to a country when you have toddlers and you can maybe join a mother and baby group. So what would you say to those parents who have older children that maybe find it difficult to, socialize in the same way and meet people?
For those kids, I think it's very important for a child to play a sport.
Right.
You know, if you are playing a sport, it's so easy to make friends. It is the best way to meet people and become friends.
Yeah.
So we've never had issues, but Neetu, I do know some people whose kids are not into sports, are struggling to, make friends, and they're uh, like loners, and they're going to school counselors, trying to get help how to, be more accepted by people around their
Yeah.
peers. So I think if you are playing a sport,
Mhm.
and a team sport, definitely
Yeah.
and that is the best way to adjust in a new place.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is one thing you can never go wrong with.
Hmm.
Sport brings so many people together.
Yeah.
You go to a bar, people are watching sports together, they're all drinking and cheering.
Exactly.
Somebody playing on the TV.
Yeah, that's
So yeah, so imagine if you are a part of a team.
yes.
Yeah, you'll be much more easily accepted.
Yes. Plus it gets
So
children off the
yeah,
screen. It
yeah,
gets
and
them
and thank
active as
yeah, if
well.
it's a boy or a girl, it doesn't matter, right?
Yes.
Everybody can play.
Right. That's
So
great.
that is my advice. I don't know, I could be wrong, but my boys, because they're not like the best players, but do play, and they've always had it easy making friends.
Right. So what do you think that having an international upbringing, which it is really, living in different countries, what do you think that has taught them during their early years?
So for them also, again, when they moved to Thailand,
Mm.
like like any other parent, even I was a little nervous about them being accepted. People already, especially when kids are a little older, like younger ones, they start playing parallel and then they become friends. It's very easy for the younger ones to,
Mm.
just join any group and start playing.
Mhm.
But when you become older, you
Yeah.
have to have, uh, you know what you want, and the other person on the other side also knows what kind of friends they're looking for,
Mhm.
similar interests.
Yeah.
So I was a little nervous as a mother, but as I just said before, because my boys were into sports, they
Mhm.
would play soccer and basketball.
Yes.
So, and thankfully it was an international school, so a lot of newcomers were joining, so
Right.
they were all in the same boat. So they were all
Mhm.
looking for, looking out for each other,
Yes.
that you are new, I'm new. So they all got along very well,
Yes.
and it was easy for them.
Hmm.
So, yeah. So,
That's
yes, they
amazing.
ended up learning how to make friends, and they ended up making sure if a newcomer is coming, they make them comfortable
Right.
because they've gone through this. So they know that
Yes.
it's important when a newcomer comes,
Mhm.
you have to go an extra mile and make
Yeah.
them comfortable and help them out with whatever they're looking for,
That's
support
brilliant.
them. So,
Yes.
yes, that's a
Yes.
very big learning. That's a very big learning.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly. I think it gives
yeah,
them a kind of compassion for people. It makes them
compassion
very
for people.
caring, and yeah. And they also learn about so many different cultures through their school experience if they go to an international
Yes,
school. Yeah. Um,
yes,
Different lifestyles, different food habits, and all kinds of things. Yeah. Um,
yes, absolutely.
so that sounds wonderful. So, I just wanted to ask if you could rewind the clock and you could go back to your time in Jordan and you could either choose to live in the countries you've lived in or live in one country for your entire life, what would you choose?
No, no, definitely I would want to move around. Definitely, I would advise people that if you're getting an opportunity to live in a different country, travel, please take it.
Mm.
Please definitely take it. Um, you end up absorbing so much in you, and when you sit back and think of your life, there's so much that has happened, and there's so much there's always excitement. There's
Mm.
never a dull moment when you are traveling and meeting new people.
Yeah.
So I would definitely suggest people, advise people, grab the opportunity if you're getting one, to travel, to move to, and it's
Yeah.
good for you as an individual, good for
Mm.
the family.
Yes.
And I think for us, like we moved so much, if I
Mm.
get bored of a house, the setup, we're like, okay, let's change the apartment if we're
Mm.
not changing countries. So
Right.
there's a new setup every time.
Yes, yes,
So like
exactly.
I've gone back to my parents' house. They've
Yes.
like lived there for I don't I don't know how many decades. So you know exactly where is what. The bed is in the same position, the
Yeah.
sofa's here.
Yeah.
So for us, it's always, new things. And best part about moving is you declutter your house.
All right.
You just
Yes.
get rid of all your stuff. Every move is like, you're like trying to get rid of what is not needed.
Yes.
And
Because we
yes,
accumulate
so
so much, don't we, over the years?
we do, we
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. And that's very important that you just get rid of these materialistic things. Don't
Yeah.
get attached to anything.
Right. So declutter and
So,
look
declutter.
forward to the
It
next move.
declutters your mind also. You know
Yes.
exactly what. Yes.
That's great. And I think as people and as children, everyone becomes very adjusting. So I feel that opportunities that you have in the future don't seem challenging because you've had so much change in your life. You've had to adapt to new situations. So I think it's in that sense, it's also very positive. Would you agree with that?
Yes, yes, absolutely. You know what? When you start living
Mm.
in one single place,
Yeah,
you become very complacent. You become like you don't want to come out of your comfort zone. So
right.
when you move around, things don't go the way you want, not always.
Hmm. Yeah.
So there are times you plan something and it's not what you had planned, but then you learn to accept, and then you learn, either you panic or you just go with the flow. So
Mhm.
I think you become more relaxed and more, with that attitude, okay, let's go with the flow. Let's see what's going to happen now,
Yeah,
instead of panicking all the time.
that's great.
So yeah, that becomes that, yeah, that is again a very big learning,
Yeah,
that you, instead of panicking and
yeah.
getting irritated, and
Mhm.
you become more calm. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe this is how we have to, you figure out another way to deal with
Mhm.
stuff.
Yes,
So
that's
yes, so
right. Yeah. And also
because
in terms of, sorry, yeah, please go ahead.
because sorry to interrupt, but because every move, we've done so many moves.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we think, oh, this is it. This time we know this is how it's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
But no, every move is a new experience. Every move. So, and now I'm ready for the next one. I don't know when it's going to come, but I'm like, oh,
Mm,
next
yeah,
time I'm going to make sure this doesn't happen. But let's see.
right.
Let's see.
Yeah, so it's quite unpredictable, but enjoyable at the
And
same
very,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. That's
So,
great. Yeah. And in terms of being very social, I think it really helps us as people, even if we are a little bit introverted and our children feel a bit shy, I think being thrown into new situations, like moving school, having your own community, I think it really shapes you and makes you, like you said, come out of your comfort zone. It makes you more extrovert. It makes you able to have conversations with new people, which are all plus points. Do you think so too? Yeah.
yes.
Hmm.
Yes, it is you don't have a choice but to just come out of your comfort zone.
Right.
And you have to make new friends again
Mhm.
and again and again. So,
Yeah.
um, until it's like you really want to be confined to your
Mhm.
room or house.
Yes.
But yeah, other than that, you have to step out and meet people,
Yes.
and yes,
That's great. So you become a
yeah.
global citizen, very adaptive.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that is
fantastic.
a question, everybody asks. Also, where you from?
Yeah.
By the end of moving so much, you
Yeah.
don't know where you're from.
Yeah.
So,
That's great. But
yeah,
then
you
you have a piece
global.
of every country with you, don't you? You carry it to your
Yes,
heart because that's been
yes.
part of your life. So, yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah.
been amazing to talk to you, Reema. I think we could end
Nice to talk
there.
to you.
So,
Nice to talk to you too.
yeah,
Thank you so much for having me.
thank you very much for joining the session. And I hope you have a
Thank
lovely
you.
weekend. Yeah.
You, you
And I
too.
wish you all
Thank
the
you.
best for any future moves as well. Yeah.
Thanks, Neetu.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Take care.
You
Bye
too. Bye
bye.
bye.
Bye.